It's Monday morning, back in the planter, doing some double crop. Meet the Peterson family. Our dad, the three Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video. Making stripes in the wheat stubble. This field is actually going to forage sorghum, so it's like grain sorghum, which we call milo, but it's a taller, thicker variety that we chop for silage. So it's a forage sorghum variety, which we call cane. So milo is our slang term for grain sorghum. Cane is our slang term for forage sorghum. So this field, the farm's right over the hill here, so it's close to the farm. So we're planting forage on this field, and then we've got one other field that's going to go to forage sorghum, and then we're going to do 3 other fields to double crop milo. So that's what this planter has to cover over the next 2-3 days. We've got a chance of rain on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today's Monday, and so we got 4 days here to get all the double crop planting done. And then we can truly take a break. It feels good to be done with wheat harvest, but we're not quite out of the woods yet. We got to get all the double crop in. Hey! Come on, come on, up, up.
I'm posting beans today. This field was double crop milo after wheat. So we planted the beans into it, and I really like how the residue looks in between the rows. Then I also drilled some wheat cover crop up some of the draws that wash, and they seem to have helped hold them. So this was kind of one of my experimental fields, and but it's holding pretty well. It held pretty well as far as weeds too. Hopefully get it cleaned up here. Well, that wasn't there when we planted. The wind took down another one. So the next field I'm going to spray is where I planted, or where we had the triticale cover crop, and I'm liking the way it looks. I saved quite a bit of chemical costs and one spray pass by doing it this way, and we planted these first, so sometimes our early beans get a little big and then struggle through the heat of the summer, so it's kind of yet to be seen, you know, how the yield comes out and compares, but I definitely saved some costs by doing it this way. And the triticale didn't get real thick because of the drought, so it's not like it was just going to block out all the pigweeds. So there's definitely weeds coming. So we definitely still need the tool of being able to spray these soybeans with a post herbicide. That's still just pretty important to us, especially with the weed pressure we have here, and we're trying to get better at managing it all. But for now, it's still going to be important. I thought it was interesting. I had wheat in the drill for these first 2 passes, and you can see that the beans look thicker, but it's I believe it's actually just because the residue is thinner, that it shows up a difference. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what else it could be, but because I don't see how they could be that much thicker. So anyways, that's kind of interesting. The triticale just lasts a little longer, stands a little taller, and that's why triticale and rye is the most common kind of cover crop for beans. See here in line, you can tell the beans are all the same size, whether it's wheat or triticale, but the residue is greater where the triticale is. So triticale or rye is going to be a little more expensive than wheat, especially when we can raise our own wheat. And we might raise some triticale for seed in the future, but it's just, that would be another operation we have to deal with. But it's definitely something to be considered, that triticale just kind of lasts a little more and provides more protection, which is what I knew, or what I'd been told, and now I've observed it for myself. So we're gonna get these sprayed, and it's always fun to spray post. Well, it's fun if the weeds aren't too big and you know you're killing them, but just to see how your stand was, how your crops are doing. Hopefully there's not too many washout places. There's been a couple of fields where it's been a little disappointing what all that rain, all that flood water did to the stand of beans, whether drowning out or washing. But where we had the cover crops was definitely better protected, and we like to see that.
Now, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to one of our super fans, Earl from Illinois, who has sent us gifts and sent us nice letters and messages for a long time now. And so I just wanted to give him a special shout out in this video as a thank you. Thank you, Earl. Dad is heading out to do our second cutting of alfalfa. It's already ready, believe it or not. That's what all that rain does for you. All right, so it's mid-afternoon. I haven't done very much filming today. I've been planting all day, so back and forth, back and forth. Dad took the cattle to the sale, as you saw, and then he just got back and he's going to swath alfalfa, the second cutting. And I am out here in one of our wheat fields, gonna pick up some bales, put them on the semi-trailer, take them home to the farm. Once the bales are off of this field, we'll double crop this one as well. Evan, our neighbor, was actually out here earlier, and he put all the bales in one spot for me, so it'll be easy for me to put them on the trailer. But once this field's all cleared off, we'll probably come and plant this one tomorrow. Nathan has been spraying all day long today. He sprayed several hundred acres of beans, and now he's moving on to burn down, spraying before we plant the double crop here on the wheat stubble. So he'll spend the rest of the day spraying wheat stubble. I think Ken will be back tomorrow, but we're gonna keep working at it today. All right, got the first load loaded. Come back for the second load a little later here. Normally one of these wheat fields, like 100 acre wheat field, makes well over 100 bales. This year, this wheat field only made 50. So that's part of this wheat being so short and thin, there just wasn't as much straw to bale up, but you know, 50 bales is better than zero.
So I've been spraying all day. Made it a good long ways. Her dad needed to go do some hay stuff. Greg was busy, so I had to take a pause and get the pivot started up again. You can see it running behind me. We're gonna go ahead and let it swing around the other way and keep soaking up this corn. So sometimes you have to, everything's important, so you have to sacrifice important things for other important things. But I think we'll be able to spray tomorrow too, so we can catch up pretty fast if everything works. Alright, should be working. Well, I made it back to the sprayer. I'm finishing the day, burning down some wheat stubble. We will be drilling crop soybeans here, hopefully tomorrow. And this is, I think, my eighth load of the day. Been spraying all day, got started around 8 or 8:30. And so big day of spraying. I think I could have done a little more. I had a couple issues. I had to go start up the irrigation pivot. So it's been a good day. Things went pretty well. So we'll switch around a little. Kendall had some family stuff going on. So it was just Dad, Greg, and I today, and Dad had some cattle stuff. So we got everything done. Alright, I better pay attention.
She's like a year or two younger than me.
Alright, this morning I am at our local ag service getting a new tote switched out on the water trailer there. That tote on the back is empty. We're going to switch it out with a full one. Alright, we're back here at the farm. There's the load of straw I loaded up last night. We're getting the cat and the Challenger and the drill fueled up. Gonna get the planter fueled up over there and get at it this morning.
On that truck, we're tucking the combine in this corner over here. Got one header off. We'll have to deal with this one tomorrow or another day. We got other stuff to do. But we wanted some space in the yard. You did good work this June. You can take a little rest. My dad bought some calves last night, and these two look like they must be brothers. Their names written on were Spaghetti and Meatball. They were laying right next to each other. That's funny.
All right, fueling up the Challenger here before we go plant beans. What are you doing with these cattle?
We're gonna go graze weeds at Dad's place.
Gonna go graze weeds.
They were down there already. It's the same group.
Oh.
And all the weeds have already gone back, so we get the second cutting.
Second helping.
Yeah. We are getting some double crop beans in. This is the field that we got. That rainstorm came in on, I think, video 5 of wheat harvest. So that storm came in, and so there's a few wet areas of this field, but the planting conditions are pretty nice. I don't have to put these beans in very deep to get them to moisture.
So I don't know if you remember me yesterday showing Dad going off to swath the alfalfa field. I thought he was gonna do like half of it last night. He ended up doing the whole thing. So I did not get any footage of the second cutting of alfalfa, but he is swathing the prairie hay here. It's on the corner of our pivot. You can't tell in the video, but this is actually a pretty steep slope, so we don't farm it. It's the corner of the pivot. We just put it up for hay every year. So I'll go film him a little bit while he cuts this off. So we use this prairie hay, here's what we call it. It's different than like the brome grass that we swath on the by the place there. This is prairie hay, and we use this to start cattle. We bale this up and we use it as kind of starter hay to get them to the bunk. So this is very important for us to have to help start cattle. We round bale this up, and then Dad pitches it off of the wagon that you've seen. So that's all part of the process of getting our cattle started on feed, getting them used to us, getting them up to the bunk, learning where their feed is. can see that Kubota DMC mower conditioner gets a really nice cut on even this grass here. And I think Dad would be going a lot faster if this field wasn't so rough. It's not, you know, it's kind of more of a pasture type terrain, so it's kind of rough, but gets a real nice smooth cut. And then we are putting it in pretty wide windrows here so that it dries down quickly. There's a chance of rain this weekend, and so we'll hope to bale this up hopefully before Friday. Today's Tuesday. So Dad's gonna finish swathing this field here, and then I'm gonna head back to the farm, which is just right over the hill there, to get the planter greased and ready to go. We'll go plant some double crop milo. All right, Nathan is finishing spraying up this field, and I'm getting started planting. Oh look, the Rogator's cousin is driving by. Wonder whose rig that is.
All right, I just gotta go down and back to close out this field. I did the outrounds back there in the corner and over on that side of the field, so we're gonna do it.
How's that Diet Coke?
If you have been looking for an opportunity to join the healthcare field, contact me, Tess Muldrow, in the HR department at Salina Regional Health Center, or visit srhc.com/careers. At Salina Regional Health Center, we value taking care of.
Got some calves and hot, some from El Dorado, some from Salina.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com. See you guys next time.